Happy Monday, everybody, and happy Halloween! I hope you guys are having a great day. I don't know if you have any fun plans today. I want to hear all about them if you do, but super excited to be here with you guys today. We are going to have a blast looking through fabrics. I'm going to show you some of my favorite collections that are out right now, and we're just going to have a fun, relaxing day. I also have some questions that you guys have sent in, so we're going to have a little question and answer session. So super excited to be here with you guys today. If you're new to the channel, my name's Bev McCullough of Flamingo Toes. I'm super glad you're here, and we're just gonna have a blast. We're all done with our recent sew-alongs. I hope you guys had fun with that. We just finished up the Daisy Day quilt behind me, and we finished up last week the Spring Flowers sew-along from my Make It mini book. So I have mine to show you guys if you weren't watching on Wednesday nights. So we're going to just have a good time. So let's see who's here hanging out with us today. Let's see, over on YouTube, we have Connie's here, JCB's here, Dolores is here, rainy Mississippi. It's like overcast here today, but we got rain all day yesterday, so that was at least nice. Leslie's here, Katarina's here. Almost missed today's live. Ooh, sorry. I always turn my phone on silent and yeah, it's not. That's cool. Oh gosh. Well, that's super fun. Sorry about that, everyone. That was probably loud. Okay, so I was reading Katarina's. She switched to wintertime and the live stream is now an hour earlier than summertime. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm glad you didn't miss it, Katarina. Teresa's here. Happy day from Oklahoma. I'm glad you're here, Teresa. And Sharon's here. Marie's here. Oh, just got back from Alaska. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh, Lori's here, Zach in Michigan, and Ginger. And let's see, over on Facebook, we have Allison and Wendy. Carrie's here. She said, we don't get many kitties. How about you all? So we don't, which makes me sad. I would love trick-or-treaters, but we're out in the middle of nowhere legitimately. And we have some neighbors that have grandkids, but I think those are the only kids in the area, and I'm talking like in acres of area. So we won't have any this year, and we haven't had any wherever we've lived. It feels like even when we were in a neighborhood last year, I thought, oh, for sure we'll get trick-or-treaters now. Nope. I think kiddos do like trunk and treats and I don't know, things like that now. I don't know. It makes me sad. And Dawn's here. Hey, Dawn. Carrie likes my ears. Thanks. I broke down and I bought this like cat ear pack from Amazon, and so I'll wear a different one every year from now on. And there's like zebras and cheetahs and tigers and oh my. Michelle's here from rainy England. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Dawn, you're the sweetest. Wendy says that they trick-or-treat on the 30th because of a huge Halloween parade in town tonight. Well, I love that. How fun is that? And Elizabeth's here. Hey, Elizabeth. I'm glad you're here too, Rosemary. And Dawn says they get so many kids. They have to work late, so hoping she doesn't miss the tiny ones that come early. Oh, that's fun. I love the tiny ones. They're so cute. Oh, that's great. Connie said loves the ghost cup and the cat ears. Thanks, Connie. Hey, Aline, how are you? Happy new week. I know, right? Teresa said Lawton did theirs on Saturday night. That is a little bit early. Yeah, I don't know. But our weather's been good tonight, so I think we'll get lots of trick-or-treaters. It felt like all the parades and church things and city things were this weekend, and I don't know why. Maybe that's just because it's falling on a Monday, but it's worked out kind of good. Because now that this is over, like next weekend, all the Christmas things start. So my mom-in-law's church is having their Christmas craft fair next weekend, and then my favorite antique shop is having their Christmas open house, which I love. We go every year, and all the people that have booths there they take over like a whole booth, and so there's tons of food, and everybody puts their booths on sale, and it's one of my favorite, like, it sounds ridiculous. One of my favorite holiday traditions is to go to my favorite antique shops holiday open house. So, but anyway, if you're in the neighborhood, come to 112 on Saturday and see how fun it is. It's such a great store. It's 112 Antique Mall in Cross Plains, Tennessee. So, Kelly's here. Hey, Kelly. Thanks. And Carrie said she missed living in an area with lots of little ones. Grew up on a military base. Oh, yeah. That's fun. Hi, Laura. Now, Sincere, you made it. Hey. Okay, so you guys, we're going to have a blast, but I want to catch you up on the things that went on in the blog this last week. So Monday, we finished up the Daisy a Day quilt, which was really fun. The beauty of that is if you're not finished, I know it's a crazy time of year to be doing a sew-along. So if you're not finished, the videos will be available for you to watch anytime. So they're easier to find on YouTube because I have them organized into playlists, but they still are in the Facebook group. You can look wherever you want to watch. It's the same, obviously, both places, but sometimes they're a little easier to find in YouTube because I try and keep them organized. So check those out whenever you have time to sew. Even if it's next year or whatever, those videos will be available for you to watch whenever you want. And then on Wednesday nights, we were doing the Spring Flower Sew Along from my Make It mini book. And so this is my finished mini quilt. And I love it. It's so fun. It's a fall version of the Spring Flowers quilt. But that's the fun thing about this quilt is you can really tweak it to whatever color palette you want. We saw like Christmas ones and pretty blue ones, and mine is of course a cute fall one. This fabric collection is called Maple. It's by Gabriel Neal for Riley Blake Designs, and I love it. It's my favorite fall collection out right now, just because I love, well, you guys know I love pink, right? And I have a lot of pink in my house, so I love that this collection kind of brings in those rusts, and but it also has like the blush pink colors. Oh, and this like mustardy olive color is so good, you guys. I love it. And so, of course, I made the heart in the center match the colors of the collection. So this is, I have tutorials for all the steps of that quilt as well. You do have to buy the book to get the pattern and the embroidery design. That's in my shop, or you can check Amazon. But I have tutorials for everything, just like we did with our regular quilt-alongs. I have stitch tutorials and sewing the blocks together, and then finishing in the last video. Last week we talked about ways to put it all together, how to trim your embroidery, and then quilting ideas for ways to quilt with embroidery in your projects. So check that out if it's something that you've been wanting to learn. I would love to see your versions. So that was Spring Flowers. And then, thanks everybody. So we also, I'm sewing along with the Socialites quilt from Fat Quarter Shop. It's their Socialites 2 sew along, and it just kicked off, oh, this is sideways. Wait, no, that's right. It just kicked off 2 weeks ago. So last Friday was block 2, and it was designed by Susan, I don't know how to say her last name, Achy? A-C-H-E, you guys know her, right? She's amazing. So anyway, she designed this block, and it's the Tessie Mussy block, and I am making up the 3-inch and 9-inch versions of the quilt, and I'm making up the same because this one is going to go on a bed in my guest room, the 9-inch version, because it's a really big quilt, like 90 by 90, I think, and then I want the little version to be on the wall in here. So I'm just doing them exactly the same, and I'm really excited. It's fun to make 2 different sizes of blocks the same, and I wasn't sure about these little 3-inch guys. I mean, look at how cute this is, you guys. It is wee. I don't know why I think I need to fix the setting on my camera. It's not focusing. But it is a wee tiny little block, and I love them so much. They do take a little bit of extra care, and I am starching these more, and I'm pressing all my seams open. But it's worth it because they're so cute. So anyway, I'm sewing with Daisy Fields for this, and even my background fabric is from Daisy Fields. This is the Scattered Hexies print in Sand Dollar. If I hold that up, can you see it a little bit better? There we go. There's, you can see the blocks. And the size difference is so fun. I love it. And I had to accidentally, a little accidental fussy cutting here. I had planned on this yellow, I'll hold it up a little bit more. So this little yellow bee, I had fussy cut that one, but then after I sewed it together and I was looking at the photos, I realized that we have this little bee trail in this block that looks like I did that on purpose, and I didn't. It was a happy accident, which is really the best. So anyway, this is all free. You can join in anytime. The patterns are, even last year's quilt patterns are still available. So, and you can pick whichever size you want to do. I know there's several people that are doing different sizes, and there's also a 6-inch size if you want to do something in between these two. But it's really been fun, and I'm loving sewing along with this great group. There's a really good community too. There's a Facebook group called the Socialites Lounge, and that's where people are sharing all their blocks. So you can check that out if you're sewing along. It's really fun, and everybody's pretty kind in there and encouraging of each other. And it's really fun to see all the different fabrics, and there's people doing kind of different fabric placements too. So that gives you ideas as far as how you want to lay out your fabrics. You know, maybe you want to tweak what colors go where or that kind of thing. So it's really fun. And I have the link to that Facebook group in my blog post. So I have the blog post linked in today's video description, and then you can check out, you know, all this info at Fat Quarter Shop too. So I hope you guys are fun. Connie says happy accidents are so nice on quilts, right? I know. And Teresa said that she did the 6.5-inch blocks last year, but she's planning on doing the 9.5 blocks this year. Nice. And Allison is doing the 3-inch as well, and they're so fun, right? I mean, they can make you a little crazy because the pieces are wee, but it's a good challenge. I think I'm really loving it. Okay, before we look at fabrics, I think we're going to do giveaways. Let's do giveaways. So every week on the videos, I have a prize that I give you guys just for hanging out with me, and it's just my way of saying thank you. And they're super easy to enter my giveaways. All you have to do is leave a comment on the video, and that's live or later in the week or YouTube or Facebook. All that's really flexible. Just do it before the following video next Monday, and that it counts. So, and I just go through and pick a random comment, and that's the winner. So last week so I'm going to do 2 prizes today because we had a video last Monday and we had a video last Wednesday. And since we're done for a couple months with Wednesday night videos, we're going to have both winners announced today. So last Monday in our Daisy a Day sew along, our prize was this gorgeous bundle of Hush Hush fat quarters. These are 21 different fat quarters designed by 21 different Riley Blake designers. They're all low volume. They're all really, really cute. And this is Hush Hush 1. And Hush Hush 2 is actually arriving in stores right now. So this is the first one, and it's just a really big, gorgeous bundle. You can see the kind of the variance in low volumes there, but it's a really great bundle. So along with that, I have 2 Daisy Fields 5-inch stackers. This is my current fabric collection that's out right now, and it's made up, the quilt behind me is made up in those fabrics too. So these are perfect for, you could combine those into one quilt, you can parcel them out and do whatever you'd like. And then to go with those, I have these fun little notions. This is a clothes brush, because we always have threads on our clothes, right? I mean, just from sewing alone, not even counting pets. But this is Sandy Gervais's little clothes brush, and it says "Oh Happy Day" on it, and it's got a cute little shoe fly block on there, really cute and colorful. And then I also have Riley Blake Lemon Twist hand sanitizer. I keep these with me all the time in my bag for when I'm antique shopping or whenever. It's just nice. It's a spray mist, so it comes out, it smells really good. It's not like a super strong smell. So this is the prize package from last Monday, and our winner is Teresa Maynardi. I don't know if you can even read my handwriting, but it's Teresa with a T-H-E-R-E-S-A, and then it's Menard, M-E-Y-N-E-R-D-I-E. I think that's right. So I don't know if Teresa's watching or not. I hope so. But if not, you can send me an email, bev@flamingotoes.com, and I will get your prize right out to you. I'm going to do some rearranging here and get some of this stuff off of here, so we have room to look at fabric. So that's Teresa's prize, and that's from Monday. And then on Wednesday, and the prizes, these are bigger prizes than normal. The prizes are usually bigger at the beginning and ending of sew-alongs because it's like we're going, woohoo, yay, we finished a sew-along. So from our Wednesday night sew-along, the prize was a copy of my first book, Retro Stitchery. This will give you lots of embroidery projects, and all of the stitches in here, most of them we've covered this last month in the sew-along. If not, I have a whole tutorial playlist on YouTube of embroidery stitches, so you can check that out and you can make everything in here. So Retro Stitchery, and then I have a Notting Hill 10-inch stacker. It's a big 5-inch stacker, like twice the size. So this is Amy Smart's collection from last year. It's gorgeous, you guys. You can just tell by the floral on the front, but it has some little nods to London, but it's not a super British collection. It's just a really pretty floral with like polka dots, and there you can see the colors a little bit, yellows and blues and greens and pinks. So it's a really beautiful collection. And then I have a very wee little, it's like 6 fat quarters. It's Lori Holt's B cross stitch. So each fat quarter is a different color B cross stitch. And there's like red, I don't know, I don't want to open your package, red and gray and blue and pink. I don't know. There's different colors in here. And I love these for backgrounds and things like that, but I also love them for doing embroidery on, because you get a little bit of something interesting going on in the background, but nothing so crazy that your embroidery doesn't still look good on it. And then I also have 2 fall needle minders. So these are my pumpkin and my little vintage truck that has pumpkins in the back. And if you already have these 2 and you're the winner, then you can pick 2 different ones. So that is Wednesday's prize. And the winner from Wednesday is Sari Jenkins. Oh, it's just not going to focus. There we go, a little bit. SarJenkins. And she was watching over on YouTube. So, yes, YouTube. So anyway, that's Wednesday's prize. Sari, send me an email and I will get your prize out to you. Okay, so this week, and I have something in my eye. Hang on one second, guys. I don't know what that is. I find that with my glasses sometimes it feels like things get trapped more. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth, you're doing the 6-inch blocks for Socialites. That's awesome. Okay, I'm so glad Teresa said she loved the Wednesday class. Thank you. I love it. Okay, so this week's prize is a Sew Sampler box. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. If you're not getting the Sew Sampler boxes, they're very fun. And what it is a mystery box that comes every month, and you get all kinds of crazy goodies in it. So this is the August 22, this year's August box. It's called Follow Your Dreams. And so there's all kinds of goodies in here. I'm going to open up. There's always a little like kind of chart to tell you what all's in it. So we have this adorable fat quarter bundle of Emma fabrics. This is Sherry and Chelsea's current collection. They're Moda designers, but I adore them very much. This is Emma, and there are 6 fat quarters in here, and they're beautiful colors. Let me see if I can hold the end there so you can kind of see. It's green, pink, like a darker green, a reddish color, a blue, and a yellow, and it's a beautiful collection. The colors are amazing. So you get that fat quarter bundle. You get a little, let's see, let me go in order. You get, this is Ruby Grapefruit thread gloss, so you can use this as a thread conditioner. If you're stitching, it keeps your keeps less tangles and less knots. And Ruby Grapefruit sounds really good. So this is So Fine thread gloss. Then there is a very cute pair of tiny shears. Look at this, you guys. It's in this cute, it has a cute little cover that stays with it. How darling are those? So little sharp, oh, and they're sharp too. So little shears that you can carry in your bag, especially since they're covered, and these would be perfect for taking on a plane. If you do stitching on the plane or if you travel with your projects, something like this would be perfect. And then there is a quilt tape measure from Raleigh Lake Designs. I love this, you guys. It's got like a little quilty design on it. It goes up to 12 feet. Holy cow, that's awesome. And there's even a little clip on the back so that you can put it on your belt buckle, on your belt, and just be ready to measure on the fly. And then there is always a free pattern with the fabrics, and you just have to buy like a little bit of backing and things like that to finish it. But this is the quilt pattern. It's called the Enchanted Quilt Pattern. I love it. So that's the pattern that comes with the kit. And these are using the fat quarter bundle that is from Emma. And so all you need to buy is like a white background and a gray accent and then binding and of course backing. But it's a really pretty pattern. I love it. And so all the instructions for that are in there. And I think that's it. Oh, and there's also a free block for like a whole year-long sew-along that is in there. So this is this week's prize. I'll announce it next Monday, and we will, I will announce the winner next Monday. So if you'd like to enter, all you have to do is leave a comment on the blog, and this little box, I will address it to you and send it right out in the mail. Hey, Lindy, I'm glad you're here. And Kayleen's here. Oh, fun. Yeah, Dawn, it is a really pretty spring collection. Well, it's like one of those collections that's good any time of year. It's really sweet. Sharon asked what brand are the scissors. Let me look, Sharon. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry. These are Super Snips. Super Snips. And they have this little silicone cover. So let me see if there's more info in the little booklet about them. I think that you could probably buy them at Fat Quarter Shop. So pocket-sized snips that you can put in bags, on the go, and the sheath is attached to the handle so it never gets lost. And it looks like it comes in multiple colors because the one pictured is green and then these are yellow. So yeah, check Fat Quarter Shop, but I believe they're called Super Snips. They're very, very cute. So fun. Kayleen, happy Halloween. I'm glad you're here too. Oh, and Susan's here. Don't worry, Susan. We haven't even started looking at fabric yet. I'm glad you're here though. That's great. All right, you guys ready? Should we look at all the things? Teresa said there's pink, yellow, and green colors. Oh, very good. Okay, let's look. I'm going to switch my camera here and switch my mug, my little ghosty. And then we're going to look at fabrics. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to start with Leafy Keen from Amanda Niederhauser. Let get this over here. And then we're going to look at all of her gorgeousness. Okay, so we're going to look at prints first. And then there's some fun things to show with Leafy Keen that came out with that collection. So Amanda Niederhauser is Jedi Craft Girl. You guys know her and love her, I'm sure. And she is so talented. She and her daughter, Ella, work together on their fabric collections. Ella's the artist for the collection. And Amanda loves cats. Well, they both do, but Amanda especially loves cats very, very much. And so this is basically like the little cats that, you know, aren't in the wild. They're house cats, but they're also, you know, and how much you guys know how much cats love plants. So this is kind of a collection that is perfect for if you're a cat lover and if you love plants and basically just anything adorable, you're going to love this collection. So there's adorable illustrations. This is the main. I'm going to kind of get this here so I can shimmy it around and show you. But I love these illustrations. These are perfect for fussy cutting. And there's just, you know, this one with the little cat that's knocked it off the dresser. And it's got a little bit of a gold shimmer in some of the prints, like some of the, there you can kind of see the glitter there. It's really soft. Oh, Judy's here from Vermont. Hey, Judy. So it's just an adorable main print with these cats. And that comes in white. It comes in this beautiful blush pink. And then it comes in this really great green color. Now, Amanda did several amazing patterns with this collection, and several of them are plant-based. I have a link straight to her blog in today's video description so that you can check out her Plant Life quilt pattern. I bought the kit for that and I'm super excited to make it up. It's just really great. And there's a tutorial for the Plant Life quilt on the Riley Blake Designs website too. She recorded that while we were at Garden of Quilts. So I just love this little guy. So that's the main. And then there is a kind of a sketchy cat print. So it's got these leaves all throughout, and then there's just cute kitties, like this one looks like he's about to pounce, and this one's asleep. This comes in this kind of lighter green. The shades of green in this collection are seriously amazing, you guys. This is greenish, but it's kind of got some brown tones, and then it comes in the pink. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. Kind of almost low volume-ish or monochromatic, but then the cats are scattered throughout and they really pop. They're so beautiful. So with this cat collection, of course, she had to include like a leopard print. So there's a great green one, this pink one. I've not ever been a leopard print person, but oh my gosh, y'all, this pink leopard print, I want all the things in it. I love this so much. Rita says she doesn't like cats, but this is so cute, right, Rita? Like, it's good. And then, of course, there's kind of a traditional leopard print there. And it's hard to tell on the screen, but there is like a two-colorness to all the leopard. So it's kind of got a light and a dark. So it's got this great mustardy color. Then there is a good, like, almost not geometric, but just kind of a blender print with these lines. That comes in that gold. It comes in this great green color. And then I love this. It's like a raspberry. Look at that color, you guys, with the bright, bright pinks. Oh, I love it. Then the last print in the collection is just this really pretty, I'm going to open this out. This is kind of a more medium pink. It's a little bit darker than some of the other pinks, but it's got just a tiny little print in it, and then of course these little leaves that really pop off of it. Amy says she's not a cat person, but it's adorable, right? I know. Then here's a light gold in that leaf, and then there's a really great green. So she's got, I don't know how many different shades of green. You can kind of see them all here, all the green shades, but if you love, you know, working with greens, and definitely check out, I think she designed 4 or 5 quilt patterns for this collection, and they're all amazing, you guys. So check out, go visit Amanda Jedi Craft Girl and look at her quilt patterns and give them a try. I think you will really like it. The Plant Life, which is all plants, and then there's also, I think it's called Catnip, which is cats and they're kind of laying on quilts, and then it's surrounded by flowers. You guys, so good. So along with this collection, there is a border print, and so this is a little bit of a wider, it's more of like a 52-inch. This is the main print in it, so most of the fabric is this leopardy print, but then down at the bottom is the border print, and it's amazing, you guys, with these big illustrations of the plants. It's got the gold glitter on it as well. And then it's got the cats. Look at this. It's so good, you guys. So you can use this for, a bajillion things. Like, I'm going to use it as a border on my quilt. It's perfect for apparel if you're doing skirts or tops. You know, how cute would that be? You could do a pillow and just have this kind of run along the bottom, you know, or the center of the pillow and piece it together that way. I don't know what colors the panel comes in. I got this green one for the quilt that I'm doing, but I believe that the border print comes in other colors. So you can check that out and you can always look on the Riley Blake website as well for shops that are carrying it. Well, you can't look for shops, but you can see all the prints, and then you can just do a Google search. Again, this collection is called Leafy Keen. So that's the border print. The other fun thing that she did with this collection is she has a print that she printed on linen fabrics, and this comes in 3 colorways. So it's hard to tell on the screen because of these dark greens, but this is actually a light really soft mint green. And it's just got the tiniest, sweetest little elements. Oh, Hope says she sees cute curtains in her future. Oh, yeah. I love that idea. And Lindy says she loves cats. She just got 2 rescues and they're so cuddly. Oh, yay. I have a little bit of kitten envy there, Lindy. This is, so it's on a linen. So you can see that, well, I don't know if you can see the texture difference between the linen. This comes in this light green. It comes in a more true linen color. And then it comes in this pretty off-white. So this is gorgeous and it feels amazing. This would be so pretty as a background of an entire quilt. Just really subtle, tons of great texture, and it would also be really pretty with embroidery. So this is the, again, Leafy Keen. I'm going to try and move some things around here so that I can put these things down. Okay, we're just going to throw these on the floor. That was loud. Leafy Keen, Amanda Niederhauser, Jedi Craft Girl. Look for these in your shops. And it is at Riley Blake right now. So if your favorite shop wants to go ahead and order it, they can. So I'm working on quilts with this, and I can't wait to show them to you. It's so good, you guys. These illustrations are so fun. Okay, so that's Leafy Keen, Amanda Niederhauser. Our next one is Blue Jean by Christopher Thompson. You guys know that Christopher does blues in, I mean, just the best. He's the best blues, right? Oh, Teresa's here. Teresa Minardi. Teresa, you are one of our giveaway winners. So go back and watch the beginning of the video to see which prize you want, and then send me an email this afternoon and I'll get it out to you. So Christopher Thompson is the tattooed quilter, and he is an amazing designer and quilter, and this is his current fabric collection. He made this collection for his mom, who just passed away from breast cancer. So this is kind of just a collection to honor his mom. So you guys, the mane is beautiful, and I have this all out of order here, but we'll shimmy it around. So this is a regular quilting cotton, but look at that texture. It looks just like blue jeans. I don't know how he did that, but I really, really love it. And these florals are so pretty. So this is one of the main prints. And it also comes in this light, kind of almost chambray-ish color. Let me get these out of the way. It's just almost like a cross between a light gray and a light blue. So that comes in that, and then it also comes in this really dark denim color. Look at that. How amazing is that? I got a bunch of that in for a border because I want to make a quilt with this, and so I got this as the border. And you can really see the texture in that if I pull it up. It does look like denim, doesn't it? But it is, it's quilting cotton, which I love. It sneaks you out. Okay, so this is the mane, these real pretty big florals. Just want to get these in order. So then there is a smaller, kind of like a little flower toss, like a ditzy flower. That's in this pretty cream color. And then that also comes in a light gray. I love this one. It's just so soft and delicate. And then it comes in this kind of a stone denim. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And then one of my favorite prints in the collection, which he did this one for his mom, are these little birds. Just kind of, I don't know, I love that it's so sweet, and it just kind of makes me think of hope, and it's just beautiful, these little flying birds. So that comes in that dark denim. It comes in the cream color, and it comes in, where's the other one? Where are the other birds? Oh, I almost missed them. And then it comes in this really subtle gray. This collection, Lindy, is called Blue Jean, and it is hitting stores right now. In fact, for this link, I link straight to Fat Quarter Shop. So it's linked in today's video description, and you can check it out There. So this also, I really like, okay, I love all this collection, right? But look at this marble print. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It just looks like paint swirls. I love this. It's such a creative print. I haven't seen a print like that before, but I think it would add a lot of really interesting texture and movement to your blocks. You could do a lot of fun with this. So it comes in that blue, it comes in the gray, and then it comes in a darker blue, which is kind of like a stone blue with the navy in it. And so then there's also just a sweet little blender print here that has almost kind of a shirting look, I think. So this one would be really great apparel, but it also would be super cute just in blocks and different things like that. I think this would be a great zipper bag too. It just has a cute denim chambray sort of feel. I know, right, Susan? Isn't it so good? Dawn said that the blue jean would go good with Daisy Fields too. Yeah, I totally agree. And that gray would be so good. Let's see. Kayleen said a bolt of this gray would be great for backgrounds. It would. That would be stunning. So then there's two more. So this is kind of the shirting sort of feel, and so is this one. This is a very tiny stripe. It's like a small double stripe, and I can totally see that this has like a shirting feel. That comes in that medium blue, it comes in white with a medium blue, and then it comes in, well, it's not white, it's creamy. And this one comes in the cream with the really dark navy. That does weird things to my eyes, but I love it. And then to finish out the collection, there is just a print with the denim texture to it. So I'll hold that up so you guys can see it a little bit better. But it's just got that denim feel. They look like white blue jeans, right? So that is, that comes in that creamy color. This would be beautiful as the background to a quilt. Like I might need to buy a whole bolt of that. And then it has that medium kind of regular denim. And Kayleen said a blue and white quilt with this line would be fabulous. It would be so good. And then this really, really dark, almost black denim finishes out the collection. But you can see how pretty that looks with that floral. Look at that contrast. Isn't that stunning? So anyway, that is Blue Jean. Christopher Thompson, I'm not going to fold all those up. Christopher Thompson, the tattooed quilter, and he is, it's in stores right now. So definitely check that out if you're loving the blues. Okay, so let's do one more. So I don't have this entire collection, but it's really a beautiful one, and I highly recommend you check it out. So Jennifer Long of Be So Inspired is a new Riley Blake designer. This is her second collection, and it's called Forest Friends, and there are darling panels with it. I think there's 4 or 5 panels. There's a woodland colorway and then like an Arctic colorway. And I didn't get all the foxes and the more like animal prints in the collection because I don't have little ones at home anymore. But the prints itself in the collection I'm obsessed with. So this is her, and I can't remember the fabric. This comes in 4 different colorways, but it's like a knitted sweater. And I'm going to make up a fall project with this. It's so great, you guys. Look at it. I want a vest in this great Argyle sweater. It's such a cute print. Susan, all you have to do is leave a comment. She asked how to get her name in for the drawings. All you have to do is leave a comment. And so you asked a question and that's your entry. It does look like knitting, Teresa. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. So I'm going to make up a pillow with this. It's really, really cute. It goes so great. So I picked out kind of the peaches and creams in this collection, but there's also blues and greens, and you can really check it out. And it's gorgeous. It's called Forest Friends, Jennifer Long. And so this one also kind of has a knitted sort of feel to it, but it's a little bit simpler. I love these two together. Like, how great is this? Then there is a very cute multi-stripe here. And if you look closely, it looks like polka dots, but they're actually little paw prints. It's so cute, you guys. I know, it's really fun. And look how pretty this looks. I'm going to lay these all out together so you can see how awesome. Then there's just a tiny little multi-print. I think it's supposed to be like a little fur print, but I love just the texture of it. And so then I got that, and I got it in 2 colorways, the cream with the gray as well. So I'm going to do a project up with this. Oh, it would be great with doll clothes too. That's a great idea, Allison. Wouldn't that be so darling? So if you have little ones that you're sewing for, kids or grandkids or anybody like that, definitely check out the panels in this collection, because she has made making dolls so easy. There's a whole fox family, and then there's like a trail map, and they can go on a whole hike, and there's a sleeping bag panel for the fox, and then there's, I can't even think of all the things. I think there's a child-size sleeping bag panel or instructions for one. I can't even remember, but it's amazing, you guys. So there's like the foxes, and the there's like pajamas for the foxes. There's sleeping bag. Oh, there's a tent. There's a whole tent for the foxes, and it comes in 2 whole colorways. So this is kind of the woodland vibe. So it's these rusts and peaches and greens. That's the woodland, but there's a whole Arctic side of it too. And so those foxes are white, and they have greens and blues and that kind of thing. I think this is in the Arctic side. So totally check that out. You guys are going to love it. It's really, her dolls are so amazing. In fact, I have one of her dolls here. Let me show you guys. I'll be right back. So this isn't a panel, but it is a doll, that she made for me, and I'm going to layer down here so you guys can see. This is her bear doll, and so she sells the patterns for these, but she made this for me in my fabrics, and it's made up in Dainty Daisy is her body, and even her ears are Dainty Daisy, and they're so cute, you guys, with her little face. And then her dress is a Daisy Fields dress. Even her feet have little paws on them, and she's got this great Daisy Fields dress on. I'll hold her up here in the other photo so you can see how big she is. Isn't she so cute? I'm going to put her in my sewing room, but I just love her so much. So check out her tutorials and her videos and stuff. She is doing a sew along with the Forest Friends collection. Right now she's doing several sew-alongs with the quilts and the dolls for that. And then I'm holding, yay! In January, she's doing a sew-along with she has a sweater season quilt, and it doesn't have to be Christmas or anything like that, but it's just wintry, and it's hats and scarves, and it uses these great knitted prints to kind of help the design feel of it. So, and I believe that's also a box kit. So check that out. It's so good, you guys. It's one of my favorite quilts I've ever seen. So Sweater Season by Jennifer Long, and the collection is called Forest Friends. So that is our last fabric collection. And I know, isn't she cute? We're going to keep her here with me. So, and she also sells the patterns to do this kind of doll as well. So this one isn't a panel, but it's, she just walks you through how to do it. She's so clever that way. I'm not very good at that, but she's really good at it. And this is embroidered, and she has it comes with all the info on how to do the embroidery in the hoop and how to make the dolls in the hoop and everything like that. So it's really, really cool. I'm going to switch over to the main camera here. And she's going to stay here with me. So check out Jennifer's website if you're wanting to do dolls for Christmas. She's got all kinds of really cute ones. She's got elves and all kinds of animals. Just anything that you can think of. She also has like a kindness doll if you don't want to do like the elf in a shelf thing. She has a really sweet kindness doll that has like things that it goes around doing for other people for the whole month. So really great. So you guys are going to love Jennifer. She's amazing and so fun. So, Carrie says she's interested in making dolls. Yay! So definitely check it out, Carrie. Okay, so to finish up, you guys had some questions. And suppose we were going to do like a question and answer, and I talked about fabric the whole entire time. So let me go through these. Lisa said her granddaughters would love those dolls. Yes, she would. And she's got new panels coming out, like with her collection. So there's some really fun things coming out. Make sure that you join the virtual market quilt group. It's RBD Virtual Market. I'll post a link to that in the Facebook group later today, so you guys can join. I'll be showing off 2 new collections, and Jennifer will be showing off 2 new collections. So one of them is a Christmas collection, so you guys will really love that. Okay, so I have questions and answers. Question, Mary Beth asked, where do I get my inspiration from, and what do I do with all my finished quilts and projects? Okay, so Mary Beth, I get my inspiration really from things I love. Most of my designs are vintage kind of inspired. I love anything vintage. I'm not a super like trendy sort of person, but I take inspiration from the things that are around me and the things that I love. So like Stardust was based on that kind of mid-century music. I named it after the Stardust song, and it has that kind of just mid-century gold vibe. Daisy Fields was for my sister. Daisy is her favorite flowers. And so I wanted to make a collection that I thought that she would love. And so it's that kind of thing. Like, and the camper collections, I don't love camping, but I love retro campers. So it's kind of just basing my collections on things that inspire me and things that I love. So that's where my inspiration comes from. And for all my finished quilts and projects, most of my quilts that are designed to go with a collection are in tubs in my bonus room. I just keep those there for trunk shows that I do. And so I'll go to visit guilds or different retreat centers or things like that to check out, to show off what I do and teach classes and things. So I take my quilts as trunk shows, but I do keep some of them for my own personal use as well. I am a big snuggler under a quilt person. And fortunately, so are both of my girls. My daughter and my daughter-in-law are big quilt people too. So, and so is my son, really. We're just big quilt people. So it's always good to have a ton of quilts around to snuggle under. So we do use a lot of quilts around here. And then I also display some of them on my wall. So that kind of segues into Debbie Cron asked, how do I hang quilts, mini or otherwise? So Lisa asked if one of my upcoming collections will have pink fabric. Yes, Lisa, actually, the next one has pink in it. It is a peachy pink, but it is still definitely counts as pink. So I hope you're going to love it. I'm really excited about it. Okay. Teresa said, does she have any boy dolls? Absolutely, Teresa. She's got superheroes. We're talking about Jennifer Long again. She's got superheroes. She's got all kinds of things that boys would like, and also boy dolls. So definitely. Oh, Susan loves the teardrop campers too. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay, so hanging quilts. So usually with a large hanging quilt like the one behind me, so in here and in my entryway, because I have a large hanging quilt in there that I'm going to change out with seasons and different things like that, is I have hung a nice strong pretty curtain rod, and I use the rods, the rings that have the little clips on the end, and so I clip it up there and then I change it out. So that's how I hang a large quilt for display, and I just like the ease of that. I like being able to just clip it. I don't like putting sleeves on the back of my quilts, because sometimes I like to use quilts for snuggling under and I don't necessarily want a sleeve on there. So I just buy those curtain rings that have the clips on the end and I clip it up. Mini quilts, I don't do that as much on, and I do like to change those out. We're going to set her right here. I do like to change those out frequently. She doesn't, there we go. And so what I'll do with those is I use command hooks for those. That's the kind that you can stick on your wall and then remove, hopefully without damage to your wall. And so what I'll do is I'll put a small safety pin through the back, just under the binding on the back side of the quilt, and then I hook that, like put that on the command strip hook. I just buy the small like mini, because a mini quilt is really light, so you can buy those command strip hooks that are clear and, half an inch big or whatever it is. And so you can just slip the metal part of the safety pin over that, and it hangs there perfectly. And you can easily change it out, and it's not going to damage your quilt just to have a safety pin through the back. So it's a really easy way to hang up a quilt. You're not necessarily putting a hole in your wall because you're just using the little hooks, and then you can, take those down and adjust it for whatever mini quilt size you're doing. And then you can change out your quilts easily as well. So that's what I do with mini quilts. Hey, Rhonda. Teresa says she loves the camping theme fabric that I've done. She made a whole series of stuff for a camper. A panel, window, covering, panel, and quilt, and she made with the camper fabric. Yay! Well then, Teresa, you might like something coming up next year. You'll have to come to Virtual Market and see it. Okay, so Carrie Sutton said, as a pattern writer, how do you not replicate another pattern either by accident or not? Okay, Carrie, this is a tricky thing because you guys know there's a billion designers out there now, and they're all writing quilt patterns, and there's been quilters for hundreds of years that have been writing patterns. So it is a hard thing, and it's hard to come up with new things. And I'm not saying you can't, because obviously you can, but there's got to be kind of a middle ground, and you design something that you like, and you know that you don't want it to look like anybody else. And usually, so what I'll do when I design a quilt is I come up with an idea, and then I just do like a quick Google search and make sure that it's not exactly the same as anybody else's. Because you don't want to do exactly the same as anybody else, because then why would they buy yours? It's already out there, right? But then there's got to be some grace there, because there is really nothing new under the sun. And so you can design something and somebody else can design something, and that doesn't mean that they copied you. It just means that you both had the same great idea, right? So, I mean, and things go through cycles. So flower blocks are super popular right now, and inevitably there are going to be flower blocks that look like other flower blocks. But you just do your best to kind of stay true to what you're trying to do, and I don't look at anybody else's before designing, and then I just do like kind of a quick search after designing to make sure it's unique. So that's what I do. But I also have a lot of grace, and I don't worry too much about that, because I know I'm not copying anybody else, and so I just kind of roll with it that way. I hope that explains. Oh, let's see. Sharon asked what tea I'm drinking. Her favorite right now is Hot Apple Spice by Barney and Sons. Okay, I've not had that, Sharon, and I'm going to have to go look it up. I am drinking Paris with, it's a Harney and Sons right now. So I love the Paris tea. It's nice and light, and it's caffeine free. So Teresa asked, when is Virtual Market and how I get to the website to watch? So Virtual Market is the 10th and 11th of November, and it is a Facebook group. So you'll have to join the Facebook group, and it's the RBD Virtual Market group. So check that out. You'll have to answer a couple questions to get in, and that's just to try and keep out the spammers, and then you can get in. And it's open to anybody. You can be a shop, or you can just be like, anybody that can join in and check it out. So it's going to be really fun. Oh, Wendy posted the website, Jennifer's website. Thanks, Wendy. That's great. And Rhonda said sampler quilts may help ensure a unique quilt idea. Yeah, they do, but it's like this quilt behind me. I'm not the first person to make a bee quilt, but I do my best to make sure that my bee doesn't look like anybody else's. And then, bees and flowers are not unique under the sun. You just do your best to make sure that yours doesn't look like anybody else's. So, and you don't get territorial about stuff either. So, okay. Let's see. Some of these are long. Lindy asked, I'm going to do one more, and then the rest we will do next week, because we're going to do more fun things next week. I'm going to have a quick project to share with you guys next week, and it'll just be like a quickie thing. So Lindy asked, the process I go through to design fabric, and do I do all the artwork? So yes, I do all my own artwork, Lindy. So I have a couple different methods. I sketch out sometimes what I want. I'm not the greatest artist, but that's the beauty of taking things and kind of fixing them on the computer. So I use a program called Illustrator to do all my computer designing in. So sometimes I'll sketch it out with pencil, and then I scan it in and convert it to what we need to have for fabric. And sometimes I just design it right in the computer. But all the illustrations and things, just like with all my needle minders and everything that I put out, those are all my own drawings and all my own creations. So usually I will find an inspiration for a collection, something I love usually, and then I will start with the main print, and that's usually the biggest print in the collection. So it's kind of what sort of defines the collection. So I'll start with that, and then I come up with the subsequent smaller designs. And sometimes a collection comes together like, oh my gosh, that was just like Daisy Fields sort of fell into place and it was kind of magical. And then sometimes you struggle a little bit and there's a little bit of like, okay, that's not working, let's try this. And you know, it's all good, it all ends up good, but it's just kind of fun how different collections sort of morph into, some are easy and some are trickier. So I just kind of take my inspiration from, like I said, things that I love, and then I put it together in Illustrator. At Riley Blake, we do all the designing and creation, so the files are kind of ready to go. But there's a lot of back and forth with Riley Blake, which is great too. They're super awesome about giving us tips and color advice and different things on scale and things like that. So they're amazingly helpful that way. And so I hope that answers the question. I don't know if that was specific enough. Wendy says she's excited about my new Halloween fabric. Well, Wendy's seen a sneak peek, yes. So come to Virtual Market and you will get to see my new Halloween fabric collection. And I really, really love it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I'm going to answer the rest of those next week, and because we're already about an hour. So thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I had a blast showing you these fabric collections. I love doing these videos for fabrics that are coming out soon. Next week, I have a couple quick collections that I'll show you guys that didn't arrive in time for today. And then we'll talk just a small project idea as well. So, but I'm gonna do my best to do Monday videos for the next few weeks. I think I'm gonna take Thanksgiving week off, but then we're just gonna keep going, gift ideas and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you guys have a fabulous Halloween and you eat lots of candy. Or maybe just have like a pumpkin spice latte or something yummy like that. And I will see you next Monday. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Bye.